in the heart of the Galactic Federation, where star systems interconnected like an intricate web, a crisis unfolded. An interstellar trade route had become a battleground as factions vied for control over critical resources. Supplies were dwindling, and countless colonies faced starvation, a dire situation that required swift and clever solutions. As the Federation's leaders convened in a holographic chamber, they realized the gravity of the situation. They needed a way to ensure that vital resources reached the colonies, but the standard methods of transport had become too risky. Enter Captain Zara Sykes, a logistics officer from Earth known for her unorthodox approaches to problem-solving. Zara had earned a reputation for turning logistical nightmares into smooth operations. With a confident smile, she proposed a radical plan, boxed and delivered. Instead of relying on the conventional cargo ships that had been targeted by pirates, Zara suggested using smaller, more agile vessels to deliver supplies in a series of secret, rapid-fire shipments. These ships would be equipped with advanced cloaking technology and stealth systems, making them nearly invisible to enemy sensors. But how do we ensure they reach their destination without detection? One of the senior officers questioned, skeptical. Zara leaned forward, her eyes gleaming with excitement. We'll use the element of surprise. We'll send the supplies in compact, unassuming crates that look like standard shipping containers. Each container will be equipped with a small AI that can calculate the safest routes, avoiding known danger zones and enemy patrols. The room buzzed with murmurs, and skepticism hung thick in the air. Zara knew she had to prove her idea's viability. Within hours, she had assembled a team of engineers and pilots, including her trusted friend, Lieutenant Marcus Chen, who specialized in small craft operations. Together, they modified the ships and created eyes, programming them with advanced algorithms to optimize the delivery routes based on real-time data. As the first mission commenced, Zara watched nervously from the command center. The ships, sleek and unmarked, glided silently through the star-studded void, each crate, equipped with its own propulsion system, detached from the ship at calculated intervals, allowing them to travel separately. The eyes monitored the surroundings, detecting threats and adjusting their courses. With each successful drop, the tension in the command center shifted from anxiety to exhilaration. Colonies that had gone without food for weeks received their supplies, and reports of gratitude flooded in. Families reunited over fresh meals, and children laughed again, the weight of despair slowly lifting. Yet the true test of Zara's ingenuity was yet to come. Intelligence reports indicated that the pirates had begun to adapt, deploying ships specifically to intercept the unmarked vessels. Zara knew they needed a counter-strategy, and she had one in mind. She ordered her team to create a decoy. They outfitted a few crates with a few harmless supplies, but filled them with holographic projectors that simulated a massive cargo ship. As the pirates homed in on the decoys, the real shipments continued undetected, weaving through the chaos like ghosts in the night. Zara's strategy worked flawlessly. The pirates, drawn to the fake targets, never realized they had been outsmarted. The colonies continued to receive their supplies, and word of Zara's success spread like wildfire across the Federation. Months later, as the crisis receded, the Federation convened once more. This time, they hailed Zara Sykes as a hero of logistical warfare. Her innovative strategies not only saved countless lives, but also established a new standard for supply chains throughout the galaxy. In recognition of her achievements, the Federation created the Zara Initiative, a program aimed at training future logistics officers in her unconventional methods. The idea of thinking outside the box of boxing and delivering ingenuity had become the foundation of interstellar logistics. As she stood before her peers, Zara couldn't help but smile. Humanity had shown the galaxy that even in times of crisis, their ingenuity and resourcefulness knew no bounds. They were not just survivors, they were innovators, proving that when it came to logistics, they were leagues ahead of anyone else in the cosmos. Zara's triumph had transformed her into a celebrity within the Galactic Federation. She found herself inundated with requests to speak at conferences and training seminars. Her reputation as the go-to expert for logistical dilemmas spread like wildfire, but she remained humble, always crediting her team and the innovative spirit of humanity for the success of the boxed and delivered initiative. Yet, with recognition came scrutiny. The Galactic Council, which had previously dismissed Earth's potential, began to see the merit in her strategies. They wanted to replicate her success, but Zara knew that merely copying her methods without understanding the underlying principles would lead to failure. As she prepared for her next briefing, she realized it was time to share more than just the mechanics of her plan. She needed to impart the very essence of human ingenuity, the ability to adapt, to think creatively under pressure, and to collaborate across cultures and species. During her presentation at the annual Federation Summit, she stood before an audience of representatives from various worlds. All eyes on her. Holographic displays illustrated her strategies, but she also emphasized a crucial point. Logistics is more than just moving supplies from point A to point B. It's about understanding the needs of those we serve, predicting challenges, and finding creative solutions. Our greatest strength lies in our adaptability. Her words resonated, sparking conversations among the attendees about how to integrate these human principles into their own logistical frameworks. It wasn't long before Zara found herself collaborating with alien leaders who had once been skeptical of humanity's place in the galaxy. Together, they began to create a new interstellar logistics council, incorporating her strategies while respecting the diverse needs of different species. As the new council took shape, a shared vision emerged that focused on cooperation, mutual support, and the pooling of resources. They began working on a project that would revolutionize transportation in the galaxy, the Intergalactic Supply Network (ISN). This system aimed to create a seamless flow of goods across star systems, incorporating technology from various civilizations while ensuring that each colony had access to the essentials they needed to thrive. Zara, excited by this new venture, found herself at the forefront, leading teams from various worlds in developing the infrastructure. They faced challenges, from coordinating between different technological standards to navigating cultural barriers. But with every obstacle, Zara found a way to bridge the gaps, using her creativity and diplomacy to forge partnerships that span the galaxy. One day, during a high-level meeting with leaders from a technologically advanced but resource-scarce civilization, Zara presented her vision for ISN. Imagine a network where every colony, no matter how remote, can receive aid within days, where resources are shared freely, and cooperation flourishes instead of competition, she proposed, her enthusiasm contagious. The leaders listened intently, their skepticism slowly replaced by intrigue. Zara had a way of painting a picture that transcended mere logistics. She ignited a passion for cooperation that had been dormant in many of them. Together, we can turn this dream into reality. We are not just shipping supplies, we are fostering a new era of interstellar unity. Inspired by her vision, the leaders agreed to commit resources and technology to the initiative. They formed working groups, each focused on different aspects of the network: transport, security, communication, and cultural exchange. Zara ensured that every species had a voice in the discussions, facilitating dialogues that broke down barriers and built bridges of understanding. As the intergalactic supply network began to take shape, it became a model for cooperation. Within months, the first successful shipments were made using the new system, and stories of its impact spread like wildfire. Colonies that had once struggled now flourished, with citizens expressing gratitude for the newfound stability and access to goods that enriched their lives. Yet, amidst this progress, an old threat loomed: the pirate factions, witnessing the resurgence of colonies and the shift in power dynamics, grew desperate. They began to organize themselves, planning a series of coordinated strikes against the ISN's supply routes, intent on dismantling the fragile system before it could take hold. Zara caught wind of their plans through intelligence reports, and a sense of urgency gripped her. The very foundation of cooperation they had built was at risk. She called an emergency meeting with her team, and as they strategized, it became clear that they needed to be proactive. The best defense is a good offense, Zara declared, her determination evident. We can't just react to their attacks, we need to outsmart them. She proposed a plan to enhance security measures across the ISN routes, while simultaneously conducting a counter-offensive operation, using the stealth technology they had perfected during the boxed and delivered missions. They would deploy patrol ships to deter attacks while secretly monitoring pirate movements. The operation commenced under the cloak of night, ships gliding silently through the vastness of space, creating a formidable defense line. Meanwhile, Zara and her team worked on a diversion strategy to draw the pirates away from the ISN route. The team's ingenious plan came to fruition when they staged a fake supply drop near a known pirate base. The decoy shipment contained holographic projectors and harmless materials, designed to appear like a treasure trove of supplies. As expected, the pirates took the bait, launching an all-out assault on the decoy, unaware that Zara's patrols had already positioned themselves for a surprise counterattack. The clash was swift and decisive. As the pirates focused their efforts on the fake shipment, the ISN ships emerged from the shadows, launching a coordinated strike that dismantled the pirate operation. Captured pirates, instead of being executed, were given a chance to redeem themselves. Zara believed in rehabilitation, not punishment. They could learn from humanity's ingenuity, even if it meant starting anew. With the pirate threat neutralized, the intergalactic supply network thrived. Its success led to the establishment of an interspecies security alliance, further solidifying relationships across the galaxy.